Welcome to the very first Lothian Valuation Joint Board podcast with me, Chris Beaton. Today we're joined by Rory Mackenzie and we're going to cover the topic of valuation role publication. Hi there, Rory. Just wondering if you could give us a quick introduction to your role in the organisation and maybe give a brief description of what exactly the valuation role is.
Hi there, Chris. Good to be here. My role in the organisation is interim assistant assessor, and by way of description, the valuation role is a public document which contains an entry for all non-domestic properties in the assessor's area, except for those which are specifically excluded by law. The role also includes the names of the proprietor, tenant and occupier for each of those entries in the valuation role, along with the net annual value and rateable value which has been set by the assessor.
That's great, thanks for that, Rory. I guess a good place to start is a question that we get asked quite a lot, and that's simply, why have I received a valuation notice? And as a second part to that, who actually received a copy of this notice?
The valuation notice which you may have received has been issued as a result of the revaluation of all non-domestic property in Scotland. The new value has effect from the 1st of April 2023, and these revaluations are normally made every 3 years, and the Scottish revaluation coincides with a similar exercise in England and Wales. In terms of your question about who the copy of the notice has been sent to, Chris, they've been issued to proprietors, tenants and occupiers following the publication of the new role, and it shows the net annual value and rateable value which takes effect from the 1st of April 2023 for each property.
All right. And can you break down for any listeners what this new rateable value means?
Absolutely. The new rateable value reflect the rental levels on or around the 1st of April 2022. Now, variations in the levels of these rents have resulted in changes in the relationship between values, so that the new value will not show, in every case, the same proportionate increase over the old value. So all properties being revalued, including that which was first valued only recently, and circumstances that might affect the rental value, such as size, age and condition, have all been taken into account when arriving at the new figure. Now, there's more details are available at the Scottish Assessors Association website, and that should be the address on the screen now, where you can check the values of neighbouring properties and also submit rental information in respect of your own property.
Right. So is the new rateable value, is that what I'll be paying in rates?
Well, I should probably make it clear that the valuation notice is not actually a rates bill, but does contain the final rateable value that non-domestic rates bills will be based on. And these non-domestic rates bills are sent by the relevant billing authority, for example, City of Edinburgh Council, who will use the final rateable value to arrive at the bill for the financial year 2023-24. And now the bills are calculated by multiplying the rateable value by a rate set by the Scottish Government known as the poundage, with the basic rate having been retained at 49.8 pence in the pound. Now, more information on billing, the rate of poundage applicable to your own property and reliefs can be found at this web address, which is shown on the screen at the moment.
And if I was receiving small business bonus relief, will I still get that?
Yeah, this is one of the most common questions we get, Chris. Matters in relation to relief are all under the jurisdiction of the relevant billing authority, as mentioned earlier, Edinburgh Council, West Lothian Council, East Lothian Council. The Scottish Government has extended the eligibility of the small business bonus scheme, and subject to qualifying for the scheme, 100% relief will be available for properties with a rateable value of up to £12,000, and the upper rateable value for individual properties to qualify for SBBS relief will be extended from £18,000 to £20,000. Now, relief will taper from 100% to 25% for properties with rateable values between £12,001 to £15,000, and from 25% to 0% for properties with rateable values between £15,001 to £20,000. A small business transitional relief scheme will also be in place to ensure that properties that lose their small business bonus scheme relief eligibility do so in a phased manner. And in order to understand whether you are eligible and what relief you're entitled to, please visit the address that's shown on the screen now or contact your local billing authority.
Okay, thanks. That's all pretty useful stuff. Lots of facts and figures put in there. I'll leave the website address up on the screen just now, as you said, just so anyone who needs to look in it further can check out the government website in their own time.